I just did this whole video and didn't record it. I just wasn't recording. I didn't realize. So I'm not gonna do it again. So round 2. This is going to be my 2025 reading journal flip through. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we are doing my reading journal flip through for 2025. I got this cute little pink journal off Amazon actually. I just think it's very cute and I love this. It is dotted. And then open up into my cover page along with my rating system, which I have not done yet. I spent a lot of time on this cover page and I think it's very, very cute. I love the way it looks. And then with the rating, I have not done this page yet because I'm waiting to print out stars so I can write what each star rating level means next to it, but I want to print those out first. And then onto my goals page and my 2024 overview. So some of my goals that I want to get to this year are to read 55 books. This year I read 50 books and actually I read 51 books, but my goal was 50. But that was with a slump in the middle of the summer where I really only read a couple books. So 55 is just jacking it up a little bit, but still giving myself the flexing room for a slump if it does happen without getting discouraged for the end of the year. And then I also want to finish more series this year. I believe I finished around 8 series, or I guess caught up in 8 series because there's still more books coming out in the series. They aren't out yet. So I've caught up. I've finished or caught up in about 8 series this year. And so I just want to either do that again or get close to it. And then I have a Book of the Month subscription, which I have had for a couple years now, actually. And I had this goal last year. I also want to keep it for this year. And I just want to get to at least one Book of the Month book per month. And then I want to complete my 25 and 2025. It's something I lacked a lot on last year. And I think I only got to like half of the books maybe, and I definitely want to get to a lot more than that this year. I want to either complete it or get very close to completing it. And then I am in Sarah and Destiny's book clubs through Discord and Patreon, and so this year I would like to get to at least one of their books per month. And then over onto my 2024 overview, where just along this side I have all of the months listed out. And then up here I have some of the stats I wanted to record, which was number of books, pages, physical, ebook, audio, average star, and then 5 stars. And they're all listed out there. And so this year I got to 51 books. I read 14,861 pages. My average rating was 3.8. And then I read 10 5-star books this year. And then here is my 25 and 2025. Nice little close-up of that. Again, this is something that I lacked a lot on this past year. And so I really want to focus on getting to these books this year. And then I am still missing 2 that I just got to print out still. And so the books that I want to get to this year is Archer's Voice, Daisy Jones and the Six, The Serpent and the Wings of Night, Throne of the Fallen, Terms and Conditions, A Court of Silver Flames, Say You Swear, Betting on You, Twisted Love, The Legacy, The Atlas Six, Wild and Wrangled, Magnolia Parks, Kingdom of Ash, Belladonna, Metal Slinger, Love Unwritten, The Prison Healer, Redeemed, Lightlark, Fearless, Onyx Storm, Saving Six, Heartless, and Ricochet. And on to our next page. We have a very typical page that everybody has in their journals is the library. which I just did this today actually. I pretty much just copied what I had for last year because it worked well. And I didn't need to spend too much time with a whole design. And then down at the bottom, I have a spot for the key where I would color code what each star rating means. And then over onto this side, I have books read in 2025, where along the bottom, I have all of the months listed out. And then along the side is a number of books. So I will color in how many books I read per month. I did something like this in my previous journal, and I really enjoyed seeing in a bar graph form of how many books that I actually got to that year. And then we are on to the new releases of 2025, which there are a lot. I'm sure there's some that I still don't have in here, because either it's not a top priority or something that I'm looking to get into this year, or I just don't know about it yet, or forgot. But there's a lot for April and May. We didn't really get to anything for the end of the year yet. It's too far out for it to be announced. But once we get later into the year and get more that are coming out and being announced, I will write those in. And for January, we have Beg, Borrow, or Steal, Out of the Woods, and Onyx Storm, which I'm excited to get to. 2 of those, I haven't read the first books from Out of the Storm yet, or Out of the Woods yet, but I am interested in getting to it possibly. And then onto these pages, we have monthly favorites, where I don't have it spaced out yet, but every month I'm going to print out a little picture of my favorite book from that month, and I'm just going to list them out, like January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. And then very similarly, this is going to be where all of my book of the month books that I order are going to be placed with that same type of format. They're just going to go here, and we're going to have all the books that I get to from book of the month. And this is probably my favorite page. I made a cute little spread page for Sarah and Destiny's book clubs that I'm a part of on Patreon and Discord. And so in here, I'm just going to print little pictures of all the book covers that they choose for that month. And then I'll just write like a check mark next to it if I read it, and then put the star rating with it as well for whatever I rate it. And I'm very excited for that. And I made these cute little pictures of them. I printed them out, and I thought they looked so cute. And just like all the pink, it really fit them, and I loved it. And then we have my book of the month page, where book of the month in their app has different challenges for the year, where like Book Boss is to read 15 books, and like Debut Darling is to read 5 debut books. Hot Taker is to rate 5 books, I believe. And they have a couple other ones as well. And so I just want to be able to record it right in here. And then we have the 5-star reads, this is where I will record down all of the 5-star books that I get to. I'll make it into like a little collage and just paste the pictures in here. I only got to 10 5 stars this past year. And so I'm guessing it'll probably be around the same. Hopefully more, but probably around the same. And then for our final spread so far is the series tracker, where Sarah actually was tracking her books this way towards the end of the year, where instead of writing out the title of every single book, you just print off a picture of the first book and then put little check marks next to it for like the ones you finished and the ones you haven't so far. Which I made a little double door on this because I have too many, and it gives me space as well to add more series that I'm sure I will get to later on in the year. And so now I'll do a little close-up flip through for you. And so that is my reading journal for 2025. And I'm looking forward to being able to fill this out with you guys and see your guys' journals as well, because I love to just look at them and get ideas for something that I might possibly want to do in the future. And I love how like bulky it's getting already, because I'm doing like scrapbook style with stickers and it's just getting bulky already. It's gonna be huge by the end of the year. I have not started the January spread yet. January actually starts tomorrow, and I haven't seen anyone else really posting about reading journals yet for this year, and I really want to see how they do theirs to get inspiration for how I would like to do mine for this year for the monthly spreads. If there's nothing posted soon, I'll probably just look back at last year's with Sarah and Destiny and see what they did and get some inspiration from that as well. But I'm very excited to get into this journal and start recording all of the books that I've read this year, and I'm actually very excited. One thing that I want to do is not necessarily for only the 5 stars, but for any book that I really, really enjoy, I want to make like a whole page spread with like pictures from Pinterest, make like a collage of stuff from that book, along with like some little quotes in the book cover, and just make it look really cute. And I'm really excited to be able to do that. And so with that, I'm off to go read and journal, and I'm so excited. And I hope that you all like, subscribe, comment. I will appreciate all of that. Follow me on Instagram, and you can send me some DMs of your reading journals, and I really want to see how they look, and I'm excited to be able to share mine as well. And with that, I will see you guys next time. I hope you have an amazing day, amazing night, and yeah, bye!